And all right, everybody. It's your old friend, Big Harv here, joined by my old beautiful boy, the ride dog, Ryan Greg Photography himself, Ryan Ride Dog Demarco.
Hello.
Everybody give it up. But we're here for a very just special, monumentous fucking occasion. Oh my god, I cursed in the first minute. Look at me go. Just breaking the walls already. We're here, joined by the Super Shredder himself, a good old friend of ours, a man who just fucking tears it apart on the stage, screen, everywhere he just steps foot in life. Everyone, please give it up for our very special guest, Brian Dusseault of Robot Civil War, everybody.
Hello.
And, yeah.
With the Modelo.
With the Modelo. Pound that Modelo. Let's go. And, yeah, everyone. This is another episode of the Slappy podcast. And as fucking always, if it was still around here, I moved everything. Cue that gosh damn theme song. And that's right, we're back, everybody. How's it going? This is the Slappy podcast. It is kicking teeth, your old friend Big Harv, Brian Greg DeMarco, and Brian Dusseault from fucking Robot Civil War. We're hanging out because, man, it's fucking, Tuesday? We're live on Twitch. KT Gen 3 hanging out on Twitch. You can check this out later next week on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Feel free to go follow us over there, sub, give us a rating if you'd like. Am I getting, Brian, do you have any something going on in the background, like TV or something?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I can turn that off. Hold up.
No, it's not any cool. Don't worry, you're so good, man. No.
I can close the door.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great. Just because I don't want this cutting out you on your end.
Hold up.
No, yeah, don't worry about it, everybody.
Room tour.
Yeah,
Room tour.
Is there anything awful in here?
Yeah, there's the signed Devil Wears Prada poster. Pretty cool. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to try to see them this weekend.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
upstate.
That's probably the best place to start off, kind of so Brian, obviously we met growing up in the punk scene in college and stuff like that. That's how we became friends. I mean, we've all worked together in different circumstances, but just talking about Prada, and we talked a little bit about this before, for everybody at home watching, sorry, we had a little sneaky conversation, but we've all grown in different ways, been doing different jobs, played different shows, maybe played a few less shows here and there, got old, I don't know, just looked at the guitars on the wall and I'm like, failure. But anyway, what the hell have you been up to since we've seen you? I know you're, no longer on necessarily the East Coast. I'm not going to dox you, but you've been traveling and just doing a bunch of crazy shit as far as music stuff, touring stuff, working stuff. What's been going on?
Yeah. Man, I moved out to Chicago right after graduating from college, working in the field, working in the music field ever since, or just the events field in general, But Midwest now, really emo and sad out here.
Boy.
I was gonna say, would you consider yourself a Midwest emo boy?
I mean, we have a song called Midwest Bougie, so what can I say?
Now, so you've been out in Chicago for a few years now, but I'm not really hearing too much of a Midwestern accent, though.
Oh man, I can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it 100, keep it the same all the time.
Right. You've been out there long enough to know, though, what's better, Chicago deep dish or Italian beef?
So, in my really sad circumstances, I can't have dairy because it'll make me poop a lot.
Yeah! Join the revolution,
I've never
brother!
actually had I had this really bad vegan deep dish one time, and it also made me feel like crap, so it wasn't even worth it. But the Italian beef all the way, 100%. Italian beef and just the Chicago dog in general is where it's at. I'm telling you right now, that deep dish is overrated.
You never just cut your losses and just go for it?
Man, Like a couple of years ago, maybe, but like these days, I don't know.
You're getting older. You gotta be more responsible, right?
Yeah, man. I've been taking antacids and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude.
All right. So for the Italian beef, where's your go-to spot? Last time I was there, I went to Luke's. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was pretty good.
I used to always go to the Wiener Circle, which is pretty notorious. If anybody knows about the Wiener Circle, if you go there after like I don't know after dark, like 9 o'clock, their shtick is that they're really mean to you.
No.
You should watch Conan O'Brien taking what's his name, Jack something. He's really nice. He was on 30 Rock.
Jack.
He takes them there.
Jack Bauer?
Yeah.
No, not Bauer.
Yeah, not
Maybe?
Bauer. No. It's with a B though. You're right about that. He takes them there, and they just harass him. It's a bit though, It's hilarious. We used to go there all the time, and I don't know. There's a place right up from my work called Mr. E's that has really good Italian beef too.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try to make a stop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Wiener
dude.
Circle.
But the Wiener Circle, that sounds like some late nights in high school.
Yeah,
in high school. What the fuck?
They're hilarious. They call my girlfriend Rockstar bitch whenever we go there because we always wear our like studded jackets and shit.
Yeah, not to be like one of those like one of those podcasters, but I do want to do like kind of like a celebrity comment. Every time I see y'all together, I've said this earlier, but like on socials, I'm like and I told Ryan this too when I saw him over the weekend. When a couple fucking matches together, it's just like crisp, it's fucking refreshing. So seeing y'all like be stylish all the time over town. Oh, I love it. I live for it.
I've never sacrificed my looks for anything. It's very important, and it's we like looking good. I don't know. I've always liked DIY my jackets and stuff. It's awesome.
Got it right.
Speaking of,
yeah, she just got here. Do you want to say hi?
No, it's up to her. Yeah,
we're live right now. This is the podcast we're on. This is Megan right here.
Hey,
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Sorry, I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, they can't hear you.
Sorry. I thought the dogs were just out.
Yeah, the dog's going crazy.
The dog has been on the podcast the whole time with us, just like
They've been chilling out in the other room the whole time.
yeah. Well, yeah, sorry to just, like push your, GF on the spot there. Trust me. We've both done it probably a few times. My wife hasn't known the stream's been on and come on and been like, sorry, honey. No, that's not true. She came back absolutely fucking, and she said she wasn't drunk. There was no way she wasn't smashed after the Harry Styles tour. She had 4 seats.
Ooh.
Went with their bestie. They were pounding in. Well, she was pounding drinks in the parking lot. There's no way. Yeah. So she came back like hair all like destroyed. She's just like fucking like tired and like
just up to her face.
Yeah. I forgot what the stream was.
That's a good time though.
Dude, I would have loved to. But yeah. So getting back on the topic of shows and music and stuff like that. You've like been moving around doing all this different stuff. The production company work, sound work, things like that. But we have you on here because we're talking about like the shit you're passionate about. Not that you're not passionate about that stuff, of course, because that's what we all went to school for. That's what we all kind of like learned together. But really, man, I mean, like you're here, and like the reason we have such an admiration for you, not just as a friend, because we had like you're such a positive person with such like a genuine outlook on the world, and you fucking like don't take shit, which for me that's just one, fucking get in here, I love you. But then two, you a big thing about like this channel and like everything we started is we all work in our passions in a different degree and we all have to do these jobs, but we want to support our friends and make what they love their full-time fucking job. So on that end, Robot Civil War, you got a fucking tour coming up. Talk to me just about Robot Civil War, like how y'all started. Like, I know that we can do it bit by bit. You don't have to go like give me the whole biography or whatever, but
Yeah.
No, we want the Genesis story.
Yeah. In the summer of 1985. I don't know. I don't know. My good buddy Dan, who I was telling about before this, I went to high school with him, and then he went to Binghamton, like an hour away. the old band, Rootkit Disaster, shout out, you know what I'm saying? We played in his basement a number of times, and we've been tight forever. And then he moved out here. He works for Shure. He's got a big boy job, and I got the connection doing the blues venue thing after college, and I came out here, and then after a while, one of his other coworkers, Mac, just said that they wanted to kind of start a punk band up, and I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always down. And our first show was a show on Halloween, like, oh man, like a year ago, yeah. It was this like huge like lineup, like 20 bands played, and we were like second. I was dressed as a Strong Bad Beetlejuice. I don't know if you
Strong Bad.
Yeah, I don't know if you watch, but like in Homestar Runner when they dress the characters up as other characters Halloween every year. So we made a Strong Bad mask sitting right there. I can show it to you if you want. But made the mask and then I dressed. All right.
I think we can even. Oh yeah, we got the image too.
Hold on.
I miss Homestar Runner, man.
Dude, you look good in that suit too.
That's supposed to be.
Holy
supposed to be
shit!
Beetlejuice Strong Bad. Yeah, it's a crossover. You know.
Holy cow!
Good.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
What's that?
That's incredible. Sorry, my voice cracked, so I tried to hide it. It was.
Yeah, thanks. We man, like I said, we DIY and everything, so we do. But anyway, that was our first. Oh yeah, there's the picture.
You look fantastic.
Yeah, right there.
Oh man, there's more.
So drunk that night. Holy shit. We drank an entire bottle of Patron. But anyway.
Holy shit!
We played this show. There's me playing the trumpet.
We can go back. There you are.
We played the show, and it was crazy. And like these other bands that were there, kind of took note of what we were doing in a way. It was really cool. This one band in particular that I kind of respected locally, they're called the Runaround. Is that what they're called? I think so. Yeah, they're like one of those bands that's open for like they get to open for all the like Bowling for Soup and all the kind of big pop punk bands that travel through here.
Right.
We just kind of we're in a good place with a lot of contemporaries. Bums and the Moochers, another band that was there that night. And then it kind of evolved from there. I mean, but we had that whole record recorded already. We tracked that like record during COVID at our buddy's studio, and just like we came. I mean, I came in with songs. Everybody came in with songs, and we never told each other we couldn't do anything. Like we just because if you listen to the record,
rolled with everything.
Yeah, if you listen to the record, like my shit sounds wildly different than the other stuff, and it still all fits together. I think even like in Rootkit, some of the stuff was like that. I kind of have always just wanted to like do what we want to do. I don't want to like pigeonhole myself into is that the right word? I don't know. Myself into like a particular genre or a particular thing. So we had all these songs together, and even at that first show, we played more tunes than we had even done on the recording. Like we just had we got all these tunes. I don't know.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
because, I mean the record's got 12 tunes, and you had more than that, like for your first release, or like even for your first release.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a big accomplishment right there.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. We had been doing, we did the record, and then we like kind of had these other ones that we were doing at rehearsals, and by the time the first show came around, we like had a lot of material. So since then we've just kind of been playing, all these shows that we can kind of get our hands on. We've been fortunate to like had some cool connections with some really cool local guys, like I was mentioning before. Our buddies in like Lollygagger and like Heat Death and like Microchasms. Like shout out to all those great Chicago bands. Like Lollygagger's opening for fucking Fear in like a couple months.
That's a
so
fucking
sick.
big bill, dude.
Like,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I got sweaty like thinking about playing in that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's such a fun place to be in the scene. Like there's just there's all kinds of stuff going on. Like you never can listen to everybody. There's just and I feel like our band, at least I try to take influence from like everybody that I hear. Like I might write some tune that's like a beat down hardcore tune or something, but then I might write something that's like math rock or like Midwest emo or whatever. And I think the same goes for all of us. We're just really into like kind of putting it all out there.
So when you write, are you writing? Are you writing the lyrics and the instrumental? And like, do you pretty much have the whole song like in your head after you like, write it on guitar, like all like the separate parts and everything?
It completely depends, right? Yeah. There are some that like I'll have some riff going. In certain situations, there's been like a thing where I'm like, I need to write a song about this, and I'll like kind of have that. The song on the record, "Ska Daddy," is that was like situational. Like I kind of just like had that all kind of came out of me. But then there's other ones where like, on the record, there's one. What the hell's it called?
I got it right here for you if you need.
There's one that I wrote. I had the whole instrumental written. I wrote it actually in Studio A in college on Gavin's guitar, sitting there TAing one day. And that's one that just like was in my mind forever. And but I don't sing on that one on the record. Our bass player had lyrics for that. And then the one on the record is called "The Girl from Indonesia." That I wrote with Rootkit. We performed that one. We never recorded it, but towards the end there, we had that one like in the bag, but it never got tracked. So I was like, hey, I got this one that I've always wanted to record, and our buddy Brian recorded the trumpet on the intro to that. So the drummer and myself are in a ska cover band too that Brian's a part of, and it's like all one big like family.
Different people are part of different projects, and like there's overlap everywhere.
Yeah, I love it so much. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who did the album artwork? Because I love that artwork with the hammer and sickle.
Yeah, I think be wrong. I think Mech did that themselves. Our bassist. I think they put that together. And yeah, or maybe a friend. I think it was commissioned. I think a friend of theirs did it. But we like kind of. I think they had the idea for it, and then the image was created that way. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that one's fun.
Super simple and like minimalistic, but like I don't know. That's dope.
Yeah, we have that on our kick drum too, and we always we always say that we want to like have our we'll provide the kit, so then like all the rest of the bands have to play with our fucking logo.
Right.
Yeah.
Does the robot have a name? Is it like a mascot? Like
I don't
know if it has a name.
Hank.
Right. I don't know if it has a name. I don't know. I should ask my bandmates that. I have no idea. Maybe. Max might know that.
Yeah. That's yeah, dude. I'm like speaking on that note, just like of the the album artwork and stuff like that. If anybody at home watching later or watching now on Twitch or whatever has ever seen Tenacious D and knows the scene where it's like he walks out and it's like, I fucking love this band. That is how I feel about your self-titled, dude. Like, listen, and I'm not just like, I'll tell, and Brian's here. He's watching this. For all of you at home watching this, every time, any single time I've given the Ride Dog a compliment about anything in his life, he thinks I'm blowing smoke up his ass. But I don't want to I don't got the time to waste with it. So, man.
He is.
Yeah. No, fuck that. No. How often do I tell you? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, man.
At this point in time, my insides are more smoke than anything else.
Fucking hell.
Hell yeah. That's
anyway,
what it's all about.
Your album, though, what I meant to say by that is, like, really, I won't waste time, like, lying to friends and being like, oh, yeah, your shit's good just because you're a friend. This shit, man, like...
I appreciate it.
1 to 12. As soon as Goodnight Las Vegas starts till the very end of the album. I will say, I think my favorite, I love Out. I love Girl from Indonesia, so I'm happy that you touched on that. That song is such a fast, there's so much fast, just fucking ripper shit on here. But the thing that is so beautiful about this album, and if you're watching this at home, like haven't listened or haven't had the chance yet, please do, because in my mind, it is the perfect celebration of punk, but is also the perfect combination of punk. And by that, I mean, there's experimentation, right? So it's not afraid to be what it is. That's the point of punk. There is, it's almost like at points, dude, like, fucking Green Day, and I'm talking old school Green Day up to American Idiot, had a baby with the Sonic Adventure Battle 2 soundtrack and fucking like The Offspring and fucking Foggy Molly and fucking like Catch-22. There is just so much on here. So like, man,
appreciate it.
Thank you for fucking making it. Like,
yeah, just wait for what's coming. We got more in the bag. I got a whole like hardcore EP written, ready to go. Like our next one is gonna be violent, so just get ready. With me doing all the fucking evil vocals, you know.
Are you gonna release that under Robot Civil War?
I don't know. You know, our so far we've been completely independent. Then I think I was mentioned before we recorded another 6. So like we have another 6, and then I also have these other hardcore ones that are gonna come out later. But like the other 6 that we just did, just got the masters back from. We don't know. You know, we might try to shop it around or something. Like,
nice.
It's never been anyone's like concern in this band to like get signed or do that whole thing. It would be nice to like have some support, you know, pressing records and shit. But like
distribution, man, you know.
But there's a ton of local labels out here that like I think might be interested, give or take. I don't know, but I'm not sure exactly what the plan is for future releases, but coming out one way or another. Like it's not gonna.
Yeah.
None of that shit is gonna stop me from like releasing our music. You know.
Ryan's just like tweeting this all out right now, like not signed yet. Fucking buy them now. Come on, take them. I have this deal for them. Like Ryan's just trying to shop you out, reveal all the secrets right now, you know?
What's that?
You're out here like being like, oh yeah, so are you signed yet? So what's the deal here? Can I weasel in here? Maybe a couple zeros on this paycheck? Ryan, he's a guest and a friend. Stop being the vulture, okay? Calm down. Anyway. You know?
No,
continue.
Right, I really like when you were talking about like your writing process, how like you just are trying everything.
Yeah,
I feel like in my past experience, that's where I kind of chopped myself off at the knees, because I was always really like wanted to like experiment with different ideas, but I always had like something strict in my mind that I was going for, and I feel like if I let go of that a little bit more, that like I would have been able to churn out songs and get more quality. But yeah, I like that you guys are that you have that mentality. I think that's really good. Yeah,
like I said, it's all about like I just kind of like emulate. I try to emulate with stuff I like, man. Like and the more experimental weird shit I listen to, like the more I want to incorporate that into our stuff. But like it's still punk at its core. It's still gonna be like our brand or whatever. But you know, like I love like just evil math rock, like Botch and like freaking. There's this local band called Blackwater Sniper. That's just violent as hell. I mean, sonically, and like, I mean, their live show is crazy too. They dress in these like camo and shit. They have no drummer. It's all like tracks.
Oh
crazy.
Wow.
That's pretty sick, honestly.
It's so aggressive. But like, I'm always trying to like throw some of that type of stuff into my stuff. But I love like King Gizzard, so I'll write like a song in 7 or something, like, because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
So yeah, you really like do kind of like not wear your inspirations on your sleeve necessarily, but you do like, you're not afraid to be like, yeah, this is the shit I'm into. I'm gonna write what I want, because that's what punk is. Punk is DIY attitude. That's the point. Like, I feel like that's, and like we've talked about this on this show multiple times, because it's an issue in a lot of scenes. There's like this tribalistic kind of like, gatekeepiness of it all, and like especially in hardcore, I would say specifically, right? But it's just like why not just let people write what they want to write, play where they want to play, and just have a good time? It's not about the fucking credit. It's not about getting fucking signed. It's again, it would be nice, right? Getting distribution's nice, tour support's nice, but at the end of the day, it's about fucking playing the shit you want, and it's not, So it's just really refreshing. I love every time we have people that are in bands that like get it. It's not about fucking knowing everybody in this fucking scene and having this reputation. It's about playing music because it's fucking fun. It's enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think in like the big local scenes, like Chicago definitely has like a pretty large local scene. Like the cream rises to the top. Like it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like if you're good though, like people are gonna notice.
You less like much less. Yeah, I would say like because we're in New York and you have experienced we've all experienced upstate like hardcore stuff. Downstate, Jersey's got its own stuff.
I feel like it's a whole different animal. Like,
the tri-state area really is its own like. And we're really lucky to have what we do, to have that opportunity for the music. But there is a lot, I feel like, more politics, whereas like you're saying in like, most people that I do know from the Chicago scene, it is talent and it is like kind of friendlier, I'd say, overall.
I mean, that's been my experience, at least. I definitely I can definitely like speak to being a little turned off by some of the hardcore stuff, like you just said, but I also love it at the same time.
Exactly. Like, right. You want to beat down just as bad in the pit, Yeah, I always get my glasses broken and shit. It's fun to talk about, but like
contacts, dude.
I know my little eyes can't handle it. They water. It's bad. I'm just get that laser eye surgery one of these days.
Dude, it's all right. One thing about us getting like closer to 30 now is like we saw the 4 Year Strong like 10-year Enemy of the World tour thing.
Oh yeah.
And it ripped. It was great, but like, man, I went in that mosh pit once. Like I like nowadays the doctors are like every single time it's like, yeah, your spine, your kidney, like, oh, the shit's failing. Just don't do it. And I'm like, but shows are not fun. It's not the same fun. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I don't know.
Yeah, we went to that show at Webster and we were like all up in the balcony for most of the show. And like we went down for like one or two songs and we were just like out of breath.
Yeah, it's not even like to be like that lame. Like I hate when people are like, I'm 30, so I have to be old. No, it's like now there's like actual health concerns. It's like, like...
Yeah, man.
Also, like that was like my first like considerably large show after COVID. So like it had just been a few years since
we saw fucking Slipknot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right.
That was like
that was my first large show after COVID. But I really didn't go to anything for like almost another year.
Yeah, true.
Like, all right, it was like my second. It was like my second toe dip back in the pool.
Yeah, I still have seen like considerably less. I think I'm like seeing less shows now, not like necessarily to avoid, but mostly just because like money and timing and shit like that. But yeah,
I've ramped up. I go to everything I can possibly go to. Like my first show after COVID was the Suicide Boys, dude. Like they played a Lollapalooza after party at the House of Blues, and they actually caught COVID, the two of them. After everything was said and done, and they were like throwing water bottles out and shit. I didn't touch that shit.
No.
But, like, and they posted on their socials like, "Hey, we got COVID. We got to stop the rest of this tour."
Oh, dude.
Oh, geez.
But like, nah, man. What?
No. I was just gonna say, same thing. Like, Omar and I got COVID. Like, I think the first year of this whole thing, we were doing like back in the day when we were just doing like recording, we were in streaming, no podcast really. Just like we were filming for like 3 days. He's back from the West Coast. We're hanging out and we're like, it'll be the best weekend. I haven't seen you. It's like the bros, like best friends, besties, haven't had a weekend. We get to have our sleepover, play games, do all that. Let's top it off with a show. And we go to see fucking Stick to Your Guns and was it Stick to Your Guns Straight from the Path?
Yeah.
Straight from the Path.
But it was a fucking small venue in the city, not electric. I know it. I've been there like 3 times. Saw Bad
Madison
Rabbits
Square
there.
Garden.
Yeah, Madison. Terminal
PlayStation Theater.
5. Yep, PlayStation Theater. Fucking MetLife. It's gonna hit me, and I'm gonna feel so bad about like when it comes by. Anyway, really small room, fucking mosh pits. We walked out the next day. We're both looking at each other, just feeling horrible, and we both got Omicron like when it happened. Fucking
Yeah, I had that one.
Yeah,
I had that one. But
yeah.
I have no idea where I got it from. I just like woke up and I wasn't that sick. The only thing was I had a fever, and I never get fever.
Right.
And I was like, that's weird. And then I tested. I was like, oh, look at that. I'm positive. Okay, but like my girlfriend had like the bad one before when I was traveling for that dance competition.
I had the bad one too, dude.
The plague.
Yeah, you had it.
She probably got Delta then, right?
I think so. Yeah, and she couldn't fucking smell or whatever and taste for a minute. But then since then, her spice tolerance is like through the roof. She loves spicy food now, so like whatever.
I went through the same thing. I couldn't smell or taste for almost a year. And
Damn, that's a long time.
Oh, actually, no, over a year. So I got COVID in January of 2021, and I got my taste and smell back in like the beginning of March of 22.
Damn.
So it was like over a year.
Wow.
It came back gradually, but yeah, that was wild. I could handle heat way better though. I was eating like ghost pepper stuff all the time, and like really enjoying it. And now I just get the heat. There's no flavor anymore when I try for that stuff.
It's pretty brutal, dude.
It's brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
it was nice for a minute, but like certain things really tasted off, like and disgusting. Like coffee for a while.
Yeah.
Even now, like coffee still doesn't taste completely normal, like it did before, which sucks because I love coffee. But now I can just get away with Folgers. I can save money on coffee.
Damn. I was fortunate. I didn't have that one. I mean, even when she had it, I didn't catch it because I was in California when she.
Right.
I was on the road, and I had to come home, and I was like, I'm just gonna go in this room because this is my office, and she hid in the other one. I never caught it that time.
That's impressive, dude. Like we kind of did the same thing. Like that same week it was actually when I got the Omicron was Christmas around the holidays, and my brother-in-law, they just had a kid, like a baby. So I was really worried, I just got it. So I'm like, ooh, this is iffy. And it was just like a stressful time. I didn't want to go up there. So her office is literally outside of this door, like right there. So the entire week, I'm just like sitting here playing Halo Infinite, and she's like putting like fucking soup under the door and like just like little fucking like vitamin C pills. And I'm like, thank you, madam. Just, fucking. So yeah, dude, congratulations on not getting sick. Good work there. But yeah, on the topic of shows and shit, we're going to talk about the tour coming up, but you also like any shows just in general coming up that you're stoked on yourself, like
that I'm going to?
Yeah, that you're going to, not playing.
I mean, tomorrow night I'm going to see City Morgue with Vane. Fucking
wow.
They're doing so ever since one of the other times I saw Suicide Boys, all these rappers are touring with like hardcore bands. Like I saw it was Suicide Boys and Trash Talk. Then I saw Turnstile with fucking JPEG Mafia.
Dude,
and then this is City Morgue and Vane. Yeah.
Wait, is that the Glow On tour?
Yes. Yep.
Dude, we went to the same one. We went, not same show, but we went to the opening date in Brooklyn at this venue called the Brooklyn Mirage. And it's this giant LED wall. So it's Turnstile. And we're so pissed. We're like, because it's a Monday night, and we're like really excited, but like, we're like just tired from work. We got to drive to the city. It's like rainy as shit. And like, we get like, my wife gets super anxious when she's driving in areas she doesn't really know, or like parking in whatever, areas. So we're sitting there like all bummed. And then it turned out to be like, just the rain started fucking pouring when Mystery came on. And that whole like big intro came in, and dude, it was like our hearts came out of our chest, and just like the most like such a turnaround. So yeah, that tour is fucking fire, man. But yeah, there are so many hardcore bands like touring with hip hop artists now.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's tomorrow night. City Morgue and Vane. I'm really excited to see Vane because those guys, man, that's some crazy shit.
Dude, End Eternal still fucks me up. That song is insane.
Yeah, dude.
Where's that show at?
That's at the Riviera, the venue here. I saw Streetlight Manifesto there. I saw Idols there.
That's
That
a big
was
deal.
incredible. Holy shit, that was such a good show.
They're really good.
Idols is, that was such a good show. Such a good show. Like heavy as hell, but like at the same time, the mosh pit was like the friendliest mosh pit I've ever been in. The guitarist jumped into the crowd at one point, and like everybody was like holding them out. It was amazing. We were in that pit all night. I wouldn't up front all night. If I seen at the Riv, I feel like there's another one. There's two. The Riviera and the Vic Theater in Chicago are pretty like similar looking on the inside, and like I get mixed up. Like the Vic, I saw Behemoth at with Arch Enemy.
Arch Enemy.
I thought you were about to say R. Kelly.
Man, no, dude.
He was at R. Kelly.
I'm fighting for my life out here. Anyway, yeah,
dude,
done, bro.
Arch Enemy.
Real
Holy
talk.
shit! That's gonna like, what's the fucking song Nemesis or whatever?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, We Will Rise, dude. The first time I heard that growing up, I was like, this scream is unholy. Like, oh.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, I got. I think at the I can't remember. I don't remember if it was the Vic or the Riv. I saw last podcast on the left there too.
Oh, cool!
Just so sick. They did their live thing there. Talked about like MK Ultra and shit. It's awesome.
That's wild. What was your favorite venue? Well, so like you're going back between these two, but overall in Chicago, like favorite venue, can you name it?
Man, it's like one of my favorites. That I mean, if anyone knows Chicago, you know the Metro. It's just like the kind of staple, one of the biggest staples. This year, they're actually all the shows this year are celebrating their 40th anniversary.
That's cool.
The Metro is the venue that like will get like the crazy. It's like a pretty. I mean, it's not small, but it's like it's not like a stadium or something. It's an intimate venue. It's pretty big, but like there's no like bad spot in the house. But they get like the crazy cool one-off. Like Metallica played there in the last year. Whoa. Green Day played there in the last year. Fall Out Boy just played there. Like these bands will come in and do these like one-off things there. And it's my coworker got to go to the Green Day one. I was hella jealous. I tried to get tickets, but it didn't work out.
Damn.
But
Fall Out Boy just did their album release there, right?
Yeah. Yep. But I've seen a number of. I saw Cemetery there recently. That was this like crazy like black metal rap show. It was amazing. I saw Black Midi there. I worked there a couple times with my job. I worked for a blues artist. I forget her name right now. Oh, and then this Hot Stove Cool Music event was there with the guy from Local H. It's like a 2-piece rock band from Chicago. I don't know. The Metro's got like that. It's classic, just awesome shows that are always happening there. And you walk in and like the vibe is phenomenal. There's all the like again 40th anniversary. All their posters lining the walls. It's like Bob Dylan from like 30 years ago and like crazy big names.
40 years too. Holy shit. That's a lot of history to be celebrating, the
Metro is incredible. My coworker's band's actually opening for Citizen there in a couple months. Yeah, man.
So the key to getting shows is we got to move to Chicago, is what you're saying, Ryan. Fucking uproot your life, dude.
I know. It's happening out here, dude. I'm just saying.
Chicago sounds like the city.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I'm never bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always some cool event. And even if it's not, like, concerts. Like, I just went to a Blackhawks game last night. Like, there's always just awesome stuff going on, Just, it's a lot of fun. I've never been bored it's like been 4 years now I've been here. 5?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, coming up on 5, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Well, yeah, and speaking of never being fucking bored, just while we're on the topic and late night events, you got a tour coming up, my friend. Let's pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
Ryan, can I get you to, oh yeah, there you go, Brian. Right there, move your face a little. Yeah, you're in the frame. All right, perfect. Sorry, I had to make these really small cams so we can see the plugs. There you are, your beautiful mug. So, talk to me. The Greasy Gears Tour, which, by the way, fucking incredible name, because I can't help but say it but without like thinking like, the Greasy Gears Tour, you know, really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, talk to me, man. I mean, it's starting fucking what, next week? Holy shit.
Yep. It sure is. It's going to be a lot of driving. But yeah, this kind of just came together just with us wanting to do it. I never got to do it, you know, in my time. I've never gotten to do it. You know, I know a lot of our contemporaries. I know you guys got to do it. But yeah, like shout out Live Proof.
We'll talk there. You know, there's apparently there's rumblings. I'm not, you know, I can't say anything else, but
come to Chicago. We'll put you up. I'm telling you right now. Anyway,
there we go.
Don't tempt us. Anyway,
say the word. Just anyway. All right.
Wait a month. Then maybe you'll hear something next month. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
The tour. This came together through us essentially playing like I said, it's Chicago. There's a lot happening. It's New York, and like there's a lot of bands that cross the stream or whatever, where we got guys coming from everywhere, right. And they'll play with us. So whenever we get like make these connections, they've just told us that they'll put us up, you know, in their towns and whatnot. So you know, we played with a great band from, I believe, from Columbus. That was, I forget the names. I could like picture them. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, we're gonna send this clip of you forgetting directly to them.
Yeah, I hope so. They're like
never, dude.
They're like Peach Fuzz or some shit like that. I think they're called. They're like a, you know, it's phenomenal. Like it's almost like sleep, like heavy, like chuggy shit. And we got to play a show with them, and it was incredible. And I believe that's our connection over there. The Pennsylvania connection, I'm not really sure about, to be honest.
So you're headed east then.
Yeah. So we tried to, like, you know, it's like 5 hours for fucking here to Columbus,
right?
Routing, dude.
Pennsylvania, and then the New York one's gonna be cool.
How many dates are you doing on the tour?
I mean, like, traveling is 4, because then the last one is back in Chicago the following Friday, on the 28th.
Nice.
Yeah, but you know, it's short, but like it's gonna be a lot of hours in between these places, and then like the last one's Rochester, so like Rochester back to Chicago is like 10 hours.
Wow,
dude,
Where at in Rochester? What venue?
We're playing up. No, I wanted to play Bug Jar. Bug Jar is kind of hard. Like Bug Jar is like the I mean, it's like the place for like kind of anything alternative in Rochester, and it's they know what they have. You know what I'm saying? So like us, I believe that's our Saturday show. You know, so like us trying to get a gig there on Saturday, we couldn't.
Right.
We had some trouble getting like a connection with like a more established band that might try to put us up. But we're playing at this place called Rosencrown. I've never been there. It might be new since I like have lived there. I couldn't really tell you, but I'm excited. We're playing with one of our high school friends' bands, and then some other hardcore bands and stuff. That one's gonna be great. Like I was saying, myself and our drummer are both from Rochester, so I was like, you know, we gotta hit Rochester up. We gotta make it happen. Our families are coming out. I like the idea.
Nice.
Yeah, my mom keeps telling me she's bringing all her church friends, so I'm real excited for that one, man. I'm real excited to like be like, playing this like crazy punk rock for my mother. But
Play to the congregation.
yeah, it's fine. I mean, like our second song talks about Jesus, so whatever, that's cool. They'll get it. It's like our Christian rock anthem.
Happy belated Easter.
Yeah, happy belated Jesus Rising Day.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time,
You guys should have gotten taken meds to play your Rochester show.
Oh yeah.
I think they're still kicking around there. Some of the guys from Such Gold have another project.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't like book any of this. I just kind of like I just kind of
You're like, I'm driving.
Immediately just letting go of all responsibility. Just fucking like, yo, by the way, I'm not even playing in this fucking band. I'm just chilling, like, you know.
Yeah, they're sending my clone on tour. It's gonna be great.
With AI, man.
I just show up with the loud amp and hope for the best. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what are you playing through these days?
Oh, I got that fucking Fender Twin, baby.
Nice.
Playing out of the 65 reissue with my
Dude, me too.
big ass pedal board. Yeah.
I got that. It's around the corner. I got my Dr. Z and my Mesa dual rec behind me, but I got the twin.
Yeah.
I got the same amp, 65 reissue twin reverb.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
I got y'all beat. I just pull out like a fucking Roland micro cube.
Hey, man.
Hey, no, that's a workhorse, baby. But no, fucking the Fender Twin. That's something different, man. That's a very special amp.
Yeah.
You can do anything through it.
That's
Put whatever pedal you want.
Exactly. That's exactly why I got it. Like,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I've never been like as concerned with having like the distortion on the amp. Like, I get that.
Right.
The last practice space we had, the other band that we shared it with had like 2 identical 900s, just like, and I would always rip out of those. And I was like, okay, I definitely get it now, but like, you know, my twin is my twin's my baby. I just had put some new tubes in it, so it's all ready for tour. I gotta restring these guitars too, but yeah.
And you were saying this is kind of like you were saying you never got the chance. I mean, you've been traveling with music and doing, you know, you really have been touring more in a sense. Like, you've been a roadie, you've been doing fucking production work, and like nobody actually. And this is something we try to do here, especially on this show, because we have so many people that work in music or like behind the scenes of shit. Everyone watching at home, please, it is not just Harry Styles playing the show. It is not just the people you see on stage. There is so much that goes into a show, let alone like one show, but a fucking tour. It's grueling for fucking people. So give them the credit. Please highlight them. But man, like this being your first like kind of like weekend or tour kind of thing. How fucking amped are you? Do you think you're going to blow out your voice? What are you nervous about? You know?
I'm if anything, I'm nervous about like making it to these places, like, you know,
down
on time and stuff. But like, I don't know. I'm not too worried. You know, we've being from Rochester, like I've done that drive a few times just on my own, like going home to see the family and stuff. Especially during COVID, because like we weren't. I still drove home to see people. Like during the holidays, I wasn't like fuck around with flying at that point, but
yeah.
But we made that drive like it's 10 hours, man. That's brutal,
crazy. That's a long way.
It's a long way.
That's a long way through kind of nowhere country.
Yep, through Ohio, Pennsylvania,
and then you're gonna rip a gig, dude. Like, no, you will be fine though. Like that is one thing that I think we kind of noticed. And like, we only did like one or like a small one. And I think every friend we have ever like talked to that have been on tour, it's like, it's literally just vacation, except you get to play music at night. Like it's, you know, like, and yeah, it is very tiring, right? Like the 10-hour drive, yeah, that's tiring. But then you get to the venue and you can be pissed off. Like there were definitely times where I was fucking pissed off about something like with the car or the gas, or like I wasn't in the right mindset. I'm like getting out there, I'm just angry. And then you get there and it's like, who the fuck cares? Like even if there's like 5 people in the show, it's like, I get to fucking have fun, you know? So
I remember whenever we went to a gas station and they didn't have Mountain Dew Livewire, Harvey got so pissed and nobody would want to talk to him for the next 4 hours.
No, I like fucking would always start like rage quitting and just throwing controllers on the ground at the venue too. It wouldn't be plugged into anything. That's just how I showed my frustration. You know, you don't fuck around with the talent. Get me my green M&Ms. You know. Anyway.
Man.
But not at all. No. Ryan, what was like your least favorite thing about tour? There really isn't like anything to beat the weather. Cold sucks.
Yeah, it was super because it was January.
Yeah, that's not fun. But
So that sucked.
Loading in.
My favorite thing is that I brought a loaf of bread and Goober's peanut butter jelly mix in the jar.
Oh yeah,
I was just down in PB&J the whole time.
Yeah, tell none of your band members or yourself to bring any homemade treats. Frank from Bray, his mom made him like this delicious, just beautiful like concoction of fucking cookies. It was beautiful, this cornucopia of like motherly love. And we were staying at my house, and my dogs fucking ripped through that shit and ate like 10 pounds of chocolate and survived. It's wild. So. Yeah, that'd be No, I'm like fucking so happy you guys are doing this. Again, I'm just gonna pull it up. Everybody watching at home, watching on YouTube, because it's gonna also go up again. If you're watching here on Twitch, it's on Twitch. It's gonna be on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple next week. So make sure you check these dates. If you're in the area, stop by. I'm not bullshitting you when I'm saying these people are very good at fucking what they do. The guitar on this album is literally Shreds Mackenzie worthy. It is face melty. There's no other way to describe it. We have cool friends.
It's pretty wild. The guitar work, pretty impressive. Those solos rip.
Thank you. That's
dude.
Yeah, I never write my solos. That was kind of a big one. Really, I mean, that Good Night Las Vegas one, that's probably the only one that I like perform essentially as it is on the record. Everything else, I just go for it. I don't know. That's
impressive in its own right too.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's just years of like playing the pentatonic scales over and over. Fuck it. It's around here somewhere, whatever. Punk rock, who cares? Yeah, who cares? It's punk rock. As long as I do some tappies, people love that shit.
Tappies?
Do some bench harmonics.
Dude, you can.
You're like, no, I'm playing Mixolydian.
For real.
I mean, yeah, dude, just a couple dead little rakes and nobody will know, you know?
Yeah. Pick slides, whatever. Okay.
Have you seen the Nick Jonas solo?
Dude, legendary solo right there. Does that bend up?
And then all the covers of it.
CMT awards.
Yeah, it was at like some big live award show.
So cool. I don't know what's worse, him or like Lil Wayne when he was playing guitar back in the day. I mean, at least Lil Wayne like tried.
Yeah. Well, his solo was just like it was like one note, right?
Yeah. That's essentially.
So
love back guitar solos.
You couldn't really mess up. It's the attempt.
Yeah. Oh,
it's the chutzpah that goes into it, you know. And you put enough chutzpah into all of this because clearly, as again, you know, me and Ryan are sitting here, dude. The shreds are insane. It's like this record is fucking incredible. Everybody go listen to the self-titled. Please go listen to the new single as well because that I like. You know, I'm a very emotional person. I will just break down in tears all the fucking time. That song, especially right now with everything that's going on in this country specifically, give it a listen, man. It can change your fucking mind. It can hit you, man. So just go fucking listen. But in the meantime, everybody, this has been another episode of the Slappy Hour podcast. We've been hanging out. Again, it's been me, your friend Big Harv, Ryan Greg Photography, Ryan Dog DeMarco, and Brian Dusseault of Robot Civil War. We're going to be hanging out for the next couple of weeks. We got a bunch of streams coming out, a bunch of new games. I think Zelda's coming out pretty soon. Fucking Star Wars shit. I have to do like a book report for Kicking Teeth. It's a whole thing where, you know, there's a lot of different shit coming out. So stick around. Make sure you give us some follows over, over on Twitch. We're doing a couple different things on Twitch this month where we're doing a charity donation, just fundraiser to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital so that families with dealing with children affected by cancer don't have to pay for like $1 for, medicine, equipment, travel, food. Just the things that you don't exactly think about when dealing with stuff like this. I can't even tell you, just as a person that is in the hospital in and out all the fucking time, look at your bill at the end before insurance and all that shit. It's fucking insane. There's just such a great fucking organization. please, if you can. And if you hit that $100 stream, which there's no cap on that either, everybody watching later, wherever you're watching us, there's no cap on that. We're not doing like a time. So whenever you hit that, you hit that 100, you're unlocking a full in-person 8-hour Pokemon Stadium drunk tournament bracket, which we'll be doing for charity, a whole nother charity stream here in the Kick and Tea studio at this house with special guest Carlita. We're going to bring in friends from all around. So please, if you can donate, I know it's hard right now. Those families could really use it. So if you can, hit us up with a follow, a subscribe. We got other shits going on for bonus streams. More importantly though, Ryan, where can everybody find you?
Ryan Gregg Photography on Instagram, RyanGreggPhotography.com, or my personal page is just Demarco on Instagram. I really only use Instagram these days, so
yeah, I didn't
find me.
I could have pulled that up. I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot we did all this work to have the plugs come up on the screen. Yes, Ryan Gregg Photography over on IG, and he's saying IG, but you know what? He's got more. He's got a Squarespace where you're going to hire him to go do your photography bidding, if you will. I mean, and like he'll get embarrassed because I always do this because I might be excited mom with the fucking group, but whatever. He does all this different shit. And like, I'm saying this because I watched him grow from a photographer from day one, started with fucking product. And now he's on like all this different shit, family shit, landscape, landmarks. He'll do your anniversary, wedding, like babies, like your newborn, just a bunch of different like stuff. You're so versatile now. Model shoots, like, man, just looking at like how far you've come, it's insane. So everybody go check him out on the website. Ryan Gregg Photography at Squarespace, right? Technically. Is that through Squarespace?
No Squarespace. It is a Squarespace website, but just RyanGreggPhotography.com.
Boom, check it out. You can see up there, folks, there is the wonderful hair by Sydney Phoenix, who will join us eventually. She's a celebrity guest as well. We got the Sarah DeMarco herself, Books and Beans, Schwinn the model. I mean, just look at this shit. It's fucking like, man, pay the man, follow him. But next up, everyone, Brian, where can people go find you? I'm going to pull you up on the IGs just so we have it in the background.
I mean, you know, Robot Civil War, Instagram, or my personal DJ Helichoppa, you know, Instagram. It's going off. I never really do stuff on my personal one anymore, but yeah, that one right there is the band's Instagram page. You know, there's probably some funny pictures of me doing some stuff on there. I think there's a picture of a dog on there too.
Oh, we're gonna find that dog. That's why we're fucking here. Oh, yo, we got it.
Yeah.
Fucking real shit.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. And then you also have, I see your link tree here just so everybody can check out your music and shit. Y'all go support bands on fucking Bandcamp, especially on Bandcamp Fridays when they come around. Give them the fucking money. Like, please. It's just a better day to support the bands. But anyway, go support the bands directly on Bandcamp. I also have you guys on Spotify on my end. Can I pull that up on here? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should be able to.
Yep, it's on everything. Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Tidal.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just didn't click your fucking link, right? Yeah, everyone, click the link tree. You got Spotify, all this right here, the beautiful. You got a YouTube as well. Check them out on there.
Ryan, you guys better get ready. You're going to see the Kicking Teeth bump.
Oh,
yeah.
Spotify numbers.
Literally, you're never gonna have to work again because my mom is gonna like your videos like at least 3 times. It's gonna be sick, dude.
Yes. Yeah. Follow us on Facebook too. We are on there.
Oh,
our music videos are on there too.
Yeah. Hey, for
you
the
gotta have
parents
the
at home.
Facebook for the church group.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, literally.
That's where they're all at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody, remember, go respect your moms, play them some cool rock music, and do your dang thing. Kick them in the dang teeth. We've been here. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to switch over to the next 2 podcasts. We're going to do the end credits thing like we normally do, so just sit tight, y'all. We'll be right back. Next up is Root Canal Records Review Roundup. See you in a sec. Bye-bye. The outro's coming.